This is Roger Malay for the Spotlight, and today's episode is about Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. Who are you voting for? This is Roger Malay for the Spotlight. How you guys doing? Listen, man. Here's my thoughts. You know, I like to share thoughts about news stories that drop. So Joe Biden picked Kamala Harris, right? He picked Kamala. All right. Sounds like a cool pick. Here's my thoughts about Joe Biden picking Kamala Harris. The reason I think he picked Kamala Harris is because you remember in the Democratic debate, Kamala Harris straight up went at Biden and said, yo, you a racist based upon the laws and stuff that you passed. And she really came at him. And that really caused Biden to, leap back. Even though Biden, yes, he signed the crime bill. But sometimes when you pass a law trying to solve one problem, it could cause a whole lot of problems. And as you know, the crime bill caused a lot of problems for the signing of the crime bill caused a lot of problems for African American males, and just getting them locked up for like little small minor infractions, or just sometimes just getting locked up in general. So Kamala Harris, Joe Biden is the ticket. So people are like, I don't trust Kamala Harris because she was a prosecutor. She locked up a lot of brothers, allegedly. But look at it. Let's look at it on the flip side. Joe Biden saw Kamala Harris was like, oh man, I need that aggression. I need somebody that's going to really talk to me if I'm making a crazy decision. You want somebody like that. That's what black women do, man. If you're married to an African American woman, man, you know that you have to be a strong man to be married to an African American woman. It's not that they're not just not saying that they're being married to an African American woman or having a girlfriend who's African American woman is a bad thing. It's actually a great thing. And let me tell you why. Anytime you gotta make a decision, I know this, man. I'm 20 years in this married game. Anytime you gotta make a decision, man, you really gotta come with your facts straight. You gotta make sure that why we doing this, where we going. Do you think this is a good decision? You want somebody that's going to check your decisions just to make sure that you on point. And I think that's what Joe Biden picked, man. He got a warrior chick. You remember watch that show Xena the Warrior Princess? Or you remember T'Challa with the Dora Milaje? Joe Biden picked someone from the Dora Milaje, and the Republicans are nervous because this woman, Kamala Harris, is not playing games. She's highly accomplished. She knows both sides of the fence. She was in California. She was Attorney General for California. Another reason why he picked her because he was good friends with his son Beau Biden. So before Beau Biden passed away, Joe Biden was also an Attorney General. So they worked together. He knows her work ethic. So Republicans are now like, they're kind of nervous. Here's another thing I was thinking about as well. Remember, these are just my thoughts, my personal thoughts. I know there's a lot of black people that like Trump. They're black conservatives. They think he's the greatest. I personally think why people think we have black conservatives that like Trump is because you remember when Obama got elected. Obama's election was like in Revenge of the Sith. When the Jedi was like, yo, could this guy be the chosen one? Everybody thought Anakin Skywalker was a chosen one, right? He's highly talented, he's gifted, he's young, he got swag. But you guys remember, black people thought Obama was going to do everything for black people. He did some things, right? Healthcare was big for black people. Black people was even not happy with that. Even whatever they got, it wasn't the original plan. But when you deal with Republicans, they see the bill and they want to add their little 2 cents to it just to get it passed. So I think black people got disappointed because they thought Obama was going to be Anakin Skywalker, and he was the chosen one, and that we were finally going to get somebody to really represent us. But he's the president of the United States. He got to represent everybody else, and also you got to make sure that your lobby or your cause is the biggest cause making a whole bunch of noise. So if you're a president and this cause or whatever cause is making a bunch of noise, I'm gonna pay attention to it. So I think because of that, a lot of people got disappointed, because in Revenge of the Sith, all the Jedi got disappointed when Anakin went to the dark side. The only reason why Anakin went to the dark side was to save his wife, because he listened to Senator Palpatine. She was like, yo, I'll make sure I help you bring her back to life. And that's why he was like, you know what? I was with the Jedi. Let me get with this dude, and let me see if I can get some abilities just to save his wife and his family. Not to say that Obama went to the dark side. I think a lot of black people feel that Obama let them down. So now here comes Trump. We're going to rock with Trump. And Trump says, yo, I'm going to give you guys whatever you need. And you want me to sign a crime bill? You want me to get people out of jail? You want me to help the HBCUs? I'll do that. But on one condition, you got to be loyal to me. And that's the dangerous thing, because whatever he does, they're going to have to remember, anything that Trump does, he always says that if I do this for you, there's a clause and condition that go with it. And it's crazy. So the ticket is Joe Biden, Kamala Harris. We got an election coming up. We've seen what President Trump has done in terms of his leadership abilities. Question is, are you happy with it? If he gets a second term, will that be good for you mentally, spiritually, physically, and financially for your family? That's what you got to think about. Or we remember what Joe Biden and Barack did. But now we have Kamala Harris as his VP, which is a ticket that could repair things if you weren't happy with what Trump has been doing. So it all boils down to, am I going to complain, or I'm going to get out and vote for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris? And now, when they win, we also got to put our feet to the fire and says to our local officials, to them, to help keep them committed to the promises that, especially for black people, whatever plan that we have, 5-point plan we have, we gotta keep them committed to whatever plan that we want. You know what I'm saying? We gotta hold them accountable to the one. Now we got you elected. Let's pass some things to get our livelihood back. Number one thing, that student loan bill is crazy. That's crazy. We definitely got to do something about healthcare. That's definitely important. You also definitely got to think about building up our international relations again. That's important. And also, we should definitely think about making sure, I think healthcare is big, man, especially for black people, and really making sure that people of color, finance-wise, let's make sure that we get black people in STEM careers, or just because as you know, things about to shift because the digital world is here. So if you think you're still trying to rock and be in the industrial age is over. So that's my thoughts. Kamala Harris, Joe Biden, that's the pick. And if that's going to be the pick, we got to support that movement if you want change, right? If you don't like what things are doing, you got to vote for that. Now, the third part is, for those of you, I don't like none of them. All right, bet. So I think maybe it's time for you to run. Why don't you run for office, pick a candidate, run for the office, and you put your own hat in the race. If you don't like the way, why don't you go out and campaign and run for local office and try to get a higher office, and you bring your thoughts and passions to the political process that you want to see, right? That's what I would say. That's my personal thoughts. The words here that I express are just my own thoughts, and I just wanted to share with you. Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, what are your thoughts? Roger Maloney for the Spotlight. Peace.